What's the objective of Trouble? What's the goal?
It sounds like you got to get all the guys around and then back into the home base here, like these three. And so, yeah, just roll the dice and start moving them around.
And don't get into trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple. You can go first. And this was a game that we never really played growing up. We never had trouble, but we got into trouble. We just never had the game.
Oh, I already lost count.
What were some of the types of games you played growing up?
Played a little bit of chess with my dad. Actually, still kind of play other guys on the team like Mateo and City. So chess was a big one. Obviously, like Uno and just regular cards. You have not moved the piece out yet.
I am stationary at the moment. When did you decide to kind of specialize in hockey?
So I started playing hockey when I was probably 7 or 8, and then loved it a lot and played with my brothers. So kind of started there. Then went to school and played and just had a lot of fun. So.
Also, I see what you just did. Thank you for not sending me back to the beginning.
Yeah, and I was a little confused.
That's right, because you would. I would have been back at the start. Gracious.
Yeah, you would have never got out of it.
I never would have. This would have been embarrassing. It would have been embarrassing for me. Because you grew up just north of Philadelphia, is that right?
A little northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah, probably 30, 40 minutes.
Describe that part of the world.
It's a lot different than here, that's for sure. I mean, I love Grand Forks, but Philly's just where I grew up, so yeah, I mean, it's just kind of being in a big city like that, you get used to seeing a lot of people and some big buildings, but definitely have fallen in love with Grand Forks and super happy to be here.
What would you say is the biggest cultural difference, other than just the fact that there's a heck of a lot more people out there?
Philly's a big sports town, so there's definitely it seems like the hockey games are like the big events for coming out here and stuff, and the football games, but there it's really just like Flyers and Phillies and big games like that, so.
Did you grow up a big sports fan?
Oh yeah.
What was
all the Philly teams?
All the Philly teams?
Yeah.
So you suffered a lot then as a kid?
Yeah. You could have taken
it. Oh, I should have done. I'm not even seeing now. Yeah, that's no.
Gotta get him in there. I'll take that.
That was a gift. That was me giving a gift to you after you had been so gracious to me earlier. Knowing you're a Philly sports fan, that must have been like sports movie stuff when you get drafted by the Flyers a couple of years ago.
It was pretty cool for sure. I was on a plane ride to Sioux City where I played last year, so didn't really know what was going to happen. And when I landed, I heard the news and I was pretty happy and excited to tell my parents that it was Philly, and they were excited as well. So definitely a cool moment.
Oh yeah, because that's right. You've got an interesting situation where you get everybody in.
I don't know. I might be here for a while.
This is my chance. This is my chance to get back up a little bit. There you go. See that? I didn't want to get ahead of you.
You're chasing me now, though, all night.
That sounds about right. So you mentioned you've liked Grand Forks. What has been so fun about this first year in college here in this place?
I just think it's a really cool college town, and I actually kind of enjoy the snow. So seeing it all the time is nice, and obviously we have a great group of guys here, so just hanging out with them is fun. So just starting to love everything about it.
What's one thing that Grand Forks does not have that you wish this town did? Something that you miss from back home?
Honestly, probably some of the restaurants that I go to at home. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of great places to eat out here, but some food kind of remind me of home.
Yeah, like what? What would be your top one?
Just a few diners. It's called Anna Marie's. Gone there a lot my whole life, so definitely miss that. Whoa.
Look at that.
Is that it?
I think so.
Wow.
I'm not sure how kosher that was, but
no, that was legit.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, you can have that.
It was a good comeback.
That was legit. That was good.
Good game, Owen.
Yeah, you too.